Hey guys, Elisa Massa here, and welcome back to Monster Prom Live. God, it has been a while, and oh geez, something is going on with my streaming setup thing. Okay, that fixed it. Sorry. So, obviously, we're playing Monster Prom. You may have seen my community post yesterday in which I said that there was a special surprise. I don't know if you'll consider this a special surprise or whatever, but because it is something a little bit different, I thought maybe, I could call it a surprise? I don't know. So what we are going to be doing is, we're only going to have one playthrough tonight, but it's not going to be a normal playthrough, because it will be longer. And the reason that it's going to be longer is because even though I am here by myself, I am going to play the multiplayer. So I'm going to have all 4 player characters trying to go after somebody at once. So yeah, we'll decide after the intro thing. Awesome. Oh yeah, this has never come up before because this is on my new laptop, so I've never.
Yay!
Hang on a sec. I gotta make sure of something. Because we might be started from. Okay, no, we're not starting from scratch. This did cloud save everything. Okay, cool. And wait, hold on, because now the sound effects are way louder. There we go, that's better. Now play. And we are doing 4 characters. Let's do second term. And for my first time doing a 4 thing, I will be doing a short game. So yeah, this will be a little bit shorter of a stream than my normal Monster Prom stuff, but it also gives me time to kind of ease into it because today's been like a funky day. I don't know why, so I don't really have any answers to give if anyone asks about it. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Player 1 is going to be Oz. I'm just going to go straight down the line.
I can do this.
Player 2 will be Amira.
Let's start a fire!
Player 3 is going to be Brian.
Yeah.
And player 4 is going to be Vicky.
Let's go!
We had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Pollygeist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Let me just... Okay. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam DeLioncourt, 400 something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculaster Hewlett-Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. and Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz game ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! Okay, so before we get into that, I know I want Oz and Damien because they are my OTP. Amira and... Sorry. I was hoping that drinking that I would come up with something in the meantime, but no. American try for Miranda. Let's try for Miranda. In which I am gonna take a second to cheat and see about her stats, because it has been a while since I've played this game. And I don't think I've ever gone after Miranda to begin with. Okay, Miranda needs charm and money. Brian and Calculuster, I think, even though Calculuster's hard to get, and Vicky and Zoe, because those two seem cute together. So, see, the thing is this is so much to keep track of, which is why I'm only doing this once, and I'm starting it in this short one, because I could be smart and take notes, but who wants to do that? Okay, which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. A lot more effective. No, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers each night. I've even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities. Dionysus, Bastet, Loki, coolest cats in town. Okay, that's definitely going to be wealthy. That I think is going to be smart. I don't know what that one's going to be, so... Mira. Who did I say Mira was going for? Miranda. It's charm, but money. So that's going to be the prayer. Yeah, the prayer. These are all prayers. It was the getting the money one. Brian going for Calculuster. Smart, I don't know. And then Vicky is gonna want fun and creative. Yep, smart, charming, wealthy. Cool. An alien race invades Earth and they tell you that the world's fate depends on how you answer the following question. How do you like your coffee? I like my coffee as bitter and dark as my own soul, which isn't bitter or dark at all. I'm a pretty nice person. My favorite type of coffee is vodka. Alien friendly? Oz will say vodka. Amira. Dark as my soul. Brian. Alien friendly. Vicky, alien friendly? Yeah, sure. If you were a D&D character, what would your class be? Oz, definitely gunhaver. Amira. Pretty sure the prettiest one. Brian, automaton. And Vicky doesn't. Zoe's answer isn't even on here. Because there's another section. Obscure moment grammar. Okay, I got those three right. You find your zodiac side to be inaccurate. Describe your own personal zodiac sign. Let's just say the randomly arranged set of stars. Mira. The rich bitch. And the ambiguous iguana and Vicky Canon lovers. Oh, the randomly arranged set of stars with. Oops. That could have gotten him 2 hearts with calculaster already. Damn.
Alright.
Oh my god! Now, 1, I have to keep up with these. And 2, I have to. Oh, Jesus. Because there's a weekend thing. And I have to remember these. Okay. So, because it's only 2 weeks, the stats don't need to be as high. But they still have the stats. So Oz needs to pretty much spend all of the time in the bathroom. Because I'm pretty sure his fun is their fun is okay. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. That day you didn't expect to find a fucking wild griffin in the water closet. The creature is wrecking everything in a very griffinly manner. You can only assume that this thing's natural habitat isn't high school bathrooms. You realize you're not alone in here. Scott and Damien are unsuccessfully trying to contain the situation.
Whoa!
Damien, I'm starting to think this maybe wasn't a good idea at all. Damn! This thing is crazy! How is this happening again? Our plan was perfect this time! Next time we should try with the brie cheese instead of the Gouda. I think that's what drove the griffin crazy. Let's make a note. B-R-I... Damien, is it brie cheese or brie cheese? Not now! We need to do something about this griffin or we're gonna get fucking expelled. Hey, you! Come help us! We gotta calm this thing down. There comes a time in everyone's life when they need to deal with a wild griffin. That time for you is now. Jesus. These are... I'm gonna guess you need to make that griffin respect you, and the only way is by challenging it to a radical hip-hop battle. And if this pushes me towards Scott, that's okay. You spit some mean rhymes over sick beats. The griffin looks at you and he destroys you. Luckily for you, it does so in a figurative sense by tearing you apart with its incredible rhymes, which is pretty impressive since the griffin is only capable of making loud griffin noises. Look, Damien, it worked out! Just like we planned, someone challenging the griffin to a rap battle, tapping into its powerful dormant hip-hop abilities. Awesome! We're geniuses, Scott! Now we can be its managers and become rich! I always knew this ridiculous plan was foolproof! And you, maybe next time you can do better than being musically steamrolled by our awesome hip-hop griffin. Lame ass. Whoa, you are not made for rapping. The water closet was saved, but your dignity was not so lucky. You lose -2 fun and -1 boldness.
Let's do this.
Oh. I don't get hearts. Shit. Okay, so Mira... She needs... money and charm. Let's start with... Brian is gonna... Oh, his smarts are really good, but his other thing is gonna be charm, I think? Oz has a lot to do. Okay, no, smarts and fun. So he's gonna have to work on his fun, maybe. And then creativity and charm for Zoe. Okay. Okay. So where did I say we were going? We were going to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the queen of Prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that Prom Queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Convince everyone she likes humans? It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for a total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work, rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with a Humanity Award. Yes! This will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent. That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Sure.
Interesting. Okay, so he needs fun, maybe. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so... It's all about stats and not hearts. Oops, sorry. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You see Calculuster happily tending to his favorite little aloe vera plant when suddenly...
Save the day.
Oh, I've done this one. I've seen this one, but I don't... Oh no. Calculuster, thank the fates we found you. A terrible curse has befallen us and we require your aid. I know that's probably not my old voice for the Coven, but I don't remember what it was. I was built to help. Literally. I have attempted to diversify in terms of my purpose, but my prime directive remains. Well, as you may know from religiously following our TV Tropes page, we are currently engaged in a vicious struggle against the sun itself. The sun is a mighty foe, capable of inflicting tremendous casualties, and we have fallen victim to its wiles. Behold! The Coven uncover their shoulders to reveal some particularly vicious sunburns. And so we've come to you, renowned herbalist, for a balm in our time of need. Let us cut the leaves from your little plants so that we might avail ourselves of its healing properties. Allow me to clarify your intention. You request that I destroy my favorite aloe vera plant in order to treat your sunburns. We ask that you make a noble sacrifice to free us from a terrible curse, yes? Internal conflict detected! I do not want to do this thing, but I am too kind to say so. Friend Brian, what do I do? Okay, that bottom one, I can't remember what the stat is, but I would guess, like, creativity, because it's dumb, and my creativity is so bad. Let's think about this logically. Many people have done terrible things, but no plant has ever committed an evil act. So, isn't this plant worth more than the entirety of monster kind?
Impressive.
Why the goddess? Is it possible? Were we the villains all along? If I respond in the affirmative, will you cease to demand the destruction of my treasured plant friend? Yes. Then yes. Oh, how we lament our debased animal ways! How can we make it up to you, good and pure aloe vera? Shall we weave you a spell? Slay one of your enemies? I do not see how that is necessary. But we must perform a quest to absolve ourselves of guilt. There must be some task we can perform on behalf of your plant friend. I suppose you could bring me 1 ice cube. I water my aloe vera by playing an ice cube in the pot so that the water enters the soil more slowly.
We must save the world.
An ice cube! A fitting prize for this most noble of plants. Our only hope is that the precious ice can survive the heated machinations of the vile sun. Yes. Well, good luck. The Coven rushes off to find Ice, happy to be on a mission. Calculus turns back to his plant, happy to not be part of their mission anymore. For brokering this truce, you gain +2 charm and +1 fun.
Let's go.
Awesome! You don't have to do anything except not fuck up. Okay, her charm is pretty good. Let's get you some more money. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose minus 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain plus 2 money. Why did I say you needed money? You needed creativity. I can fix this! You see Liam staring at his phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured on a magazine cover. You decide to check in with him.
Greetings, my friend.
Okay, I guess I'm going for Liam instead. I meant to go for Zoe. But they shoved Liam at me, so I think we can work with this. Maybe. Liam needs smarts. Oh, I'll bet it's based on our highest stat. No, it wouldn't be. Because Oz's boldness was so horrifically low. But he needs smarts and creativity. So I still have to get my creativity up. You know Start Kicker? That vile website where people crowdfund projects not good enough to get real investors? And once again, my Liam voice is different again. Wow, thanks, Liam. Do you not know why you exist? Well, today I found something of interest. A time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise that will be released at least a decade after the due date. And in the end, it will be way shittier than promised. Like a toaster attached to a clock. A toaster attached to a clock? Genius! You discreetly write down the idea in your $1 million notebook. Let's see if you can beat those guys to the market. But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help but think, supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder, where in time would I go? Oh god. I have no idea for either of those what they could even be. I mean, I would think the first one is maybe smart. The second one might be creative or fun, so 3.85 million BC, so you can be into existing before it was cool. Damn it! 3.85 billion BC, billions of years before anyone evolved any worthwhile opinions. How can I be ahead of the game if there's no life on the planet to see how ahead of the game I am? How can I show what a unique individual if I'm the only individual? How can I be a brooding loner if there's no one to see me brood? It's like that old adage. If a vampire is trend-setting in a desert but there's no one there to see it, is a trend even set? You try to correct his memory about the adage, but you've probably pissed him off enough already. You lose minus 2 smarts and minus 1 charm. Oh no! Everybody choose a video game. Say... Yeah, because I don't have anyone actually here with me, we're just gonna random it. Cool.
Let's do this!
So Damien and Miranda are sitting together, which is a problem. It's 1, 2... Someone's missing. No, Calculator. How did I not see Calculator right here? I do still want to try to get Zoe for Vicky. I just need to push things a little bit. So you... Because Amira's, like, good for Miranda. She's gotta be. So she doesn't need to talk to her, so let's... Yeah, let's have Amira sit with... No, we'll have Amira go to the shop just so that sitting with someone who's not in her love interest thing won't fuck with what I'm trying to do for her.
Give me your money.
Then she's gonna have to go to the library a bunch. To the shop... station. I want to take a risk on the gift that keeps on giving.
No refunds.
I want to take a risk on this. Lottery ticket! Hot damn! Okay. Yeah, so we gotta bust our charm back up, which is totally doable. But we are totally good on money. We have no problems with money. Miranda is gonna love us forever. You approach Vera, who is conspicuously cutting up an enormous stack of credit cards and feeding the pieces to her snakes. Zoe is sitting across the table, staring intently at Vera and frantically scribbling into a notebook. A little privacy, please. This is obviously a business luncheon, which means that it's a write-off. Zoe's longest purple tentacle creeps an inch closer to Vera. Then Zoe scoots her whole chair a little closer. Back up. I bite. Interesting. Are you even listening to me? This is a life or death situation for you, dork. Not what I would have expected. Damn it, Zoe! Besides my obvious beauty, entrancing charm, and tremendous wealth, what are you looking at? Oh, it's not obvious? Zoe flips over her notebook to reveal a massive chart of Vera snakes, and of all the different ships between them. There are so many arrows and symbols and snakes that you're worried she might actually be summoning some kind of fanfic demon. At first, I was really into my main ship, a front left snake with back center snake. They just have a really natural pairing, you know? But then I started thinking about the rivalry between all three front snakes and how it could be this kind of triangle rivalry hate sex kind of thing. Zoe. And honestly, that just really got me into questions about the rules of the Snakeverse. Like, can they get married? Can they move positions on the head? Do they have tails that are inside your head? And Zoe! Vera, you just have to tell me. How do the snakes poop? I have to know. That is enough! You are hereby banished from this table. Go ship my snakes from a safe distance before I get a restraining order, you little purple disaster. You decide to intervene because 1, you care about your friends, 2, you don't want to see them kill each other, and 3, you've been wondering about the whole snake poop thing yourself. I might have completely fucked. This is Zoe. I think I've stumbled on the ultimate Vera shipping chart. Look, Vera's hair and Vera X being left alone. Damn it. He's just gonna go to prom alone. Whoa, shipping Vera with the abstract concept of being alone? Is that even possible? It's the ultimate match, I assure you. So simple, yet so genius! Well, I won't stand in the way of true love. Do you mind if I fan art this? Go ahead. I'll invoice you for usage of my likeness, and I'll take a 99% cut of any gross merchandising. And international signing rights for the visual design of the abstract concept of loneliness. I'll get started right away. You manage to get Vera some alone time, and you get her another licensed property to mercilessly milk for cash.
That has been quite pleasing.
I suppose you're not totally useless. Keep it up, and I might decide to learn your name. Okay, what else does Vera need other than money? Smarts and charm. Oh dear. I mean, smarts is okay. Charm we can get up. Oh my god. That is twice now that we've changed love interests.
All right.
Can't help but wonder who the random encounter is gonna be. You come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at a neighboring table. I still don't get why you collect these stupid forks and spoons and shit.
What a noob.
I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, this silverware is not for killing. Things can be for stuff other than killing? That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you. Well, of course they do. They're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands as befits the lower class. So you're saying the silverware collection has no practical purpose? Things have practical purposes? These two could go round and round like this forever unless you say something to resolve the dispute. Damien's right, Mary. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. I mean, I was just giving her shit, but I am in favor of any plan that gets more people murdered. Oh, how barbaric. Are you sure that's the right thing to do? Yep, 100%. Absolutely. Well, alright then. Yum Yum, Daisy, take the sharpest of these silverwares into your filthy, pleasant peasant hands and go murdering, would you? I was kind of hoping you would do the murdering yourself. If we're living in an age wherein a lady can't outsource her senseless murders to her servants, I don't know what the world is coming to. Fair enough. As long as the murders get done, I guess I don't care. Miranda even outsources some silverware murder to you and Damien as a team. It really brings you closer to each other.
Sure.
You like sitting with Calculester and Polly at lunch because neither of them eat, so you've got plenty of space on the table for all your minifigs. Suddenly, Polly grabs Calculester's arm and points excitedly at the vending machine in the corner. Calculester, dude, don't look now, but that vending machine is totally checking you out. Impossible. Vendronica and I have a purely platonic relationship. No way, dude. Take a look at her insides. No drinks. Dude, she's thirsty. 4 drinks? For your shiny metal ass! Current status. Highly uncomfortable with this topic of conversation. This sounds like just the kind of thing that's none of your business. Time to interfere! Wow, Polly. So just because the vending machine is a machine, you assume she has feelings for another machine? That's pretty racist. I did not know that you were a mechanist, friend Polly. This is disappointing. Did you know that Vendronica's last partner was a slippery elm tree? Before that, she dated a bottle of cream soda. These stereotypes are harmful to all robot kind, Polly, and you are not being very robo-kind.
Whoa.
What? No, but some of my best friends are robots. One of my best friends is a robot. One of my friends is a robot. Please? Calculester allows Polly to remain friends with him for now, but only because he likes friendship on the condition that she checks her worldviews a bit. He seems to like you more based on your robo-sensibility. I love that. Choose an animal, say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking play, or has decided to get a video where her charming cat becomes random. I might at some point try and gather my group of friends together to do this, in which case we'll actually do it like that, but for now, nah. Okay.
Sure.
Why does Valerie have to be in the bathrooms? Oz needs more bold. Amira needs more everything except money. She's good on money. How did she... Does that just keep giving? Okay. So what am I... Right, smarts. And fun. You need bold, and you can't get bold covered, but you can do fun. You need... God knows what you need. Jesus. We'll say creativity. And you need charm. So you can go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You're checking out some plates of pasta on your dating app for people who are so lonely that they're starting to consider dating a plate of pasta. Luckily, Calculester interrupts you before you keep spiraling down like that. There you are, Brian. I was about to engage in a complex plotline protocol, but I was worried I might fail at it, and then it came to my mind. Brian is proficient at shenanigans, so I thought that if you were okay with helping me, it would be cool. You tell Calculuster that you're in. You also tell him there was no need to use air quotes for cool.
I am happy.
Whoa, I'm already learning stuff. Exciting. So here's the thing. So far, I've been enjoying being alive, but recently I've started to question myself. Am I doing life right? Am I good at living? I do not know. All of this is so new to me, and I might be doing it all wrong. So I wanted to consult some expert living organic forms so I can crack the correct formula of existence. Yikes. Oh, don't make that face. I'm not consulting you, my friend. My data shows you tend to answer questions based solely on how likely the answer will lead you to dating one of your classmates. It is valid to me, but useless for this endeavor. But my data also shows you excel at wacky misadventures, so you might prove a worthy partner for this. But no, I thought that the best course of action would be consulting the 2 organic living forms that were key to turning me into a sentient being. If they pushed me into life, they surely have to be plenty wise. Look, there they are now. We've done this. What's up, Cal?
Hello, fellow organic life forms.
Hey, friend Scott and friend Damien. I am trying to solve the dilemma of finding the meaning of existence, and since you brought me to existence, I thought you might know. Fuck yeah, we know! Do we? Yeah, Scott. So being alive is like being this orange. Damien pulls a slightly squished orange out of his pocket. Oh yeah, and you need to be, like, the best orange ever? As long as you're not a lame banana. So you need to win the game of life while being an orange. And remember not to be a banana, Cal. Also, I think it's very important to be super high on vitamin C if you want to rock at being an orange. That way you can be the best orange ever. Yes, yes. You can also bring destruction to all the other puny fruits. I am honestly having a hard time following your line of thoughts, my friends. That's because you don't have to follow us, you need to follow the orange. Or are you supposed to be the orange? Fuck. This is clearly going nowhere and these 2 are not the best at metaphors. It is apparently up to you to lead them into building a valid life lesson. But how? I've done how the orange is supposed to feel. I'm sorry. I had dinner, but it wasn't a very good dinner. So now I'm doing a protein shake, and also because my throat is starting to hurt, probably primarily from my Damien voice. But I don't want to drink water because I want to drink something that actually tastes like something, so. I did not think I was going to get weird noises in the microphone, I'm sorry. And for anyone wondering, because I don't think this is the first time that I've had this on stream, this is the Carnation Breakfast Essentials high protein milk chocolate. It's really good. Tastes like chocolate milk. And it has 15 grams of protein. I'm very bad at my protein intake, so this helps me a lot. It just, sometimes depending on if I'm stressed out or not, it doesn't really agree with my digestive system, but that's another thing entirely. So we have to give the other answer, even though it's not going to go well, and it might fuck up our entire thing with Calculuster unless it's based entirely on stats. Which I am fighting to... Nope. I'm losing that fight. I need to know. I need to know if it's stats or if there are hearts in multiplayer. Prom. Multiplayer. Da-da-da. Multiplayer mechanics. Player order selection. Participate. Romantic standing. Duh. Duh. No, that wasn't helpful. I'm sorry that I'm taking up this time to do this. I want to see. If I can get to the thing that'll show me characters and stuff. Yeah, let's tap Damien and yeah, let's tap Damien. Let's see what this has to say about stat requirements. Multiplayer. Okay, no, you still need hearts. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to prom, but that's okay. Everyone's gonna get rejected, and it's fine, because this is just a fun experience. Eat the orange. You eat the orange. No! Why did you do that? No idea. You didn't think this plan through, to be honest.
What?
Is it some kind of metaphor? Does it mean life bears no meaning for you, friend Brian? Do you think you're badass for being a nihilistic motherfucker? For your information, life rocks, you fucko. It's full of super awesome things like arson, or crimes, or arson. Those are objectively not nice things, friend Damien, but you make a point.
Lameness detected.
Moreover, Brian, your action goes against my objective of determining the meaning of existence. The only conclusion to this outcome is that you are a very bad friend. Whoa, that's the worst outcome ever. You're always thinking about your stats or what option might lead you to some prom sex, but you've forgotten that the ultimate goal here is being nice to your friends. Shame on you, Brian. You lose -2 charm and -1 smarts.
Let's go.
This is going terribly wrong, and I love it. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fangel's potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could've sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott! Don't you realize that in order to harvest those goat heads, Fangles & Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing! It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them! Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone were to suggest one... Read an extremely mean blog post. But how can a blog post cause any kind of meaningful... Quiet, Scott! I've been training my entire life for this. Liam whips out a tablet with "This machine kills fascists" written on it and gets to work. The blog post he writes is so incendiary the Monstropolis Fire Department has to send digital firefighters to put out all the flame emojis. Fangles is forced to recall their Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre flavor just to prevent the internet from burning down. Scott bids a tearful goodbye to his cardboard tube full of goat head, but you all agree it's for the best. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity. Okay.
Right.
I guess we are going it, Liam. Go to the bathroom, so let's go outside. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried that people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. I really wish that was a real game. That sounds fun. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Jesus Christ, my back. You notice Damien and Miranda squatting on the grass, poking something with a stick. You rush over, hoping for a dead possum, but instead you find them gathered around an entire tiny metropolis.
Fucking metal.
Check this shit out. It's our kingdom. I call it Smalltopia. The tiny voice from the city shouts up at you, "It's called West Pemberley and we're not a monarchy!" I was gonna just burn it with a magnifying glass, but I'm happy Miranda stopped me. It's good to be king. I thought you didn't want to be king. I thought that was too stressful. You want to be a hairdresser. The tiny voice from the city says, "We vote for our leaders in a biannual election!" But we are facing a quandary. How to boost our kingdom's struggling economy. Yeah, the whole place has been facing an economic recession ever since a pigeon stole the hospital to build a nest. The tiny voice says, "That red guy stole the hospital and lied about it." I'm used to managing kingdoms that are significantly larger and much more underwater. I'm afraid I'm at a loss. Yeah, how about being our royal advisor? The pay's shit, but you can take whatever buildings you want. Hey, says the tiny voice. Let's stop the new things and just go back to the safe things. You know what always boosts an economy? War. I think I saw an anthill over by the water fountain. See, Miranda, this is exactly what I've been telling you. The best solution is usually violence-related. You truly are wise, Damien. Very well. To war! The three of you instigate a war with the ants by leaving a trail of syrup between Smalltopia and the anthill. The tiny city is soon devoting its entire infrastructure to combating the Formic menace. They build barracks, train troops, and construct missile silos. By the end of the period, they've bombed the ants back to the Stone Age with tiny, adorable nuclear weapons. The drinking fountain will be radioactive forever, but Smalltopia's new military-industrial complex has revitalized its economy. You gain +1 boldness and +2 money as a bonus for your new permanent position on the Smalltopia Defense Council.
Let's do this!
Interesting. Okay, so your charms gotta go up. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw a ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now. Interesting. And you gain +2 charm. That's bait. Somebody put a sack over your head and throws you in a car. You drive for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. It's clear that the first floor restroom, Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet.
Greetings and salutations!
Glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Oh god, that's a secret. She's going for a secret ending. I need to know if I need an item. I'm sorry. Just when these start to come my way, I don't want to, like, fuck it up. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like we need any items. I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Your expertise is crucial for this. Most of my inner circle are fish. Hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond recognition. Speaking of which, I need you to help me sneak a 3-meter-tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. No reason, but if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you'd best say your goodbyes. Do nothing? Every student at our school is some kind of bizarre monster. That is so true. As a matter of fact, I think we already have an enormous, heavily armed codfish at our school. Tresca can simply kill him and take his place. It's as Father always said, you can't make an omelet without severe collateral damage. This is the sort of plan Tresca should have been able to come up with on his own. He's the assassin, after all. I almost did a lower class's job. Phew, you saved my dignity. Doing a cod's job is like 100 ranks beneath me. Right next to being from Iceland. What? You just averted the real crisis here. You gain +3 boldness. That weekend. Oh god. What do I need to do? Is there anything more fun than a sleazing traveling carnival? Yes, apparently lots of things. I don't understand. I'm the best at sports, and ring toss is a sport. Why am I not winning the sport of ring toss? Why am I not winning the sport of burning this carnival to the ground and doing something cool with my weekend? We're not leaving until someone wins me that adorable Harold McDonghard from erotic fanfiction Dragon Heat plushie. He's anatomically correct. I have calculated the odds of a ring toss success, and they are 0.0005%. It would appear this game is rigged. Rigged? That's great. No, Scott. That's bad. Why? Don't we need it to be rigged? You can't spell rigged without win, and you can't spell win without team. So if we just work together, Scott. I mean, no. None of that. Like, actually none of that. But teamwork isn't a bad idea, and you decide to call upon your luckiest friend to help beat the rig system. And you know who's lucky? Rich people. Which rich person did you choose? Oh my god. Oh no! Shit. Amira would have been perfect for this. Amira has so much money. Who has more money? I think Brian does. I think Brian has more money. Brian's wealth secured him season tickets to basketball, and he actually learned ring toss from fucking LeBron James, who unbeknownst to many is the LeBron James of ring toss. Damn it! Brian shows up and shows not tells his plans by grabbing all the rings from the booth, unhinging his jaw and swallowing them all whole. But, wait. So now, is there any extra step? Do we reach into your stomach to retrieve the rings for bonus points? Nah, dude, we just rip Brian and get those rings back. Calculations indicate that would be unpleasant for friend Brian and bring us no closer to success at tossing rings, as they will now be partially digested. Man, now we'll never get that Harold McDonghard plushie. This is no fun. It sure isn't. Specifically, it's -2 fun and -1 charm. Oh no! Ready chooses da ba da 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 random. That's the thing, is you have to memorize like these other stats, and you have to remember. And usually, like, if I had other people here with me, and we were doing this, I would actually ask them, you know, like, help each other out so everyone could remember their own stats, so that I could ask them, but I have to keep track of 4 different people's stats, which is a problem. Okay. Amira has so much money.
Let's do this!
Let's see her. Okay, she's in the whole library, but no one needs more smarts. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See? Even Amira, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders, and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Oh no. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott. We're social justice warriors. You see, Amira, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. Is this another secret ending? Because this is a... Jesus Christ! I feel like this has happened to me once before. Where I was on the verge of, like... Okay, Damien, Liam, Miranda, Ollie, Vera, Calculus, Zoe, other endings. Because there's gotta be something. Maybe if I just do... I'm sorry, this part is probably boring, but I'm really trying to figure it out. Or is this just a coincidental, like, continuation? I guess it is. By punching magazines! No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body image. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is... lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. Sure. Oh yes, good plan. I love being a warrior. I'll admit, it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else. Hot diggity dog! With that, you're off to storm the Monster Magazine headquarters, using the element of surprise. Your second favorite element right after nitrogen. You're able to overpower Monster Magazine's security and march straight into the editor-in-chief's office. We demand better representation! We demand to be warriors! It's time we use our weapons. And our fists! And our fighting! To sit down and have a heartfelt conversation about the damage lack of representation can do to society. The heartfelt conversation is very felt by the heart, and quite conversation-y. It delves deep into the editor-in-chief's own deeply rooted body image issues and how idealizing werewolves makes him feel more comfortable. You all agree that he should be in therapy, and he agrees that he should do a special issue of Monster devoted to all kinds of beauty. Hooray! You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. What the
Sure.
fuck? Okay. Charm. Bold. I just ship it, you can't do. Charm. You want money?
Give me your money.
Never mind. 'Cause that would... Am I gonna risk it again? No, let's just run. I know, I'm sorry.
All right.
I wasn't thinking, and I wasn't looking. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus. I'm getting good at saying that. With a slight chance of +1 STD. Later you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend. To detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured sulky piss on whoever opened it. I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking ditching. Do it. Do it. Just fucking ditch. Do it. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, if I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they gonna do? Give me detention? I could do anything. Pick a bonfire out of the desks. Jerk off into the potions.
Fucking
And I'll just
metal.
skip detention forever and wreak as much havoc as I want. Fuck yeah, havoc! Well, you may have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness.
Let's go.
You need fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet moment-gram filters. You're really making some headway when...
Greetings, my love.
Never fear, bored teen. I am here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school. I suppose your heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience novel enough to conquer my limitless ennui. Not even marrying an interdimensional prince? No, not even that. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically.
Ugh.
My god, it's so disruptive. It may be the most disruptive thing ever. No! It seems the prince has bewitched Liam with his idiotic proposal. All is lost. Unless you can think of something even more disruptive to marry. Concept of marriage itself. But you can't marry marriage. Maybe you can't, but that's only because you do not possess the soul of a poet.
So authentic.
Don't you see the brilliance of this scheme? No. Marriage is monogamous. If I marry marriage, then no one else can marry. It's the most disruptive marriage of all.
See you.
So long, posers. I'm off to deflower a precious social construct. This will surely put a stop to the prince's practice of proposing marriage to random high schoolers. As soon as Liam figures out how to actually marry an abstract concept. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Okay, I guess we are going for Liam. That is a thing that is happening. And now lunch.
All right.
Oh, jeez. When you get to Damien and Zoe's table, you find yourself in the middle of a pretty tense situation. Dahlia and Damien are sitting right next to each other, chewing their lunches way too hard and furiously ignoring each other. Zoe is staring excitedly at the two of them, phone out, ready to film.
OMG!
Is this it? The final showdown between Stormy Blue Nightmare Dahlia and Spicy Red Baby Damien? Is today the day the Aquinos finally claim the 8th circle of hell? Alright guys, I've got my phone camera ready and rolling. You can start the bloodbath whenever you're ready. Any second now.
Go get a life.
Give us a fucking break, will you? We're not gonna resolve the centuries-old dispute between our families in this cafeteria. It's anticlimactic. Yeah, I'm just sitting here because Damien's so scrawny and insignificant I didn't notice him before I sat down. And I'm just sitting here because fuck you. Yeah, fight. For the last time, it's not dramatically appropriate. Zoe does not respond. Instead, she wordlessly slides 2 knives across the table and waits patiently. So what's your play here? Will you convince them to fight, or convince Zoe that there's something even juicier going on? Look, I know you guys can't actually fight for the 8th circle of hell right now, but you must want to fuck each other up at least a little, right? How about a thumb war over dessert?
Weak.
A thumb war? That's clearly beneath me. You know what's beneath you? Your butt.
This is war!
How dare you! 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war! 5, 6, 7, 8. My thumb is full of boiling hate. Ah, stop punching my thumb with your other hand. I will when you stop hitting mine with a hammer. Never! Your fruit cup is mine! Not if Mr. Dynamite has anything to say about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damien shoves a stick of dynamite into his fruit cup, destroying the fruit cup, cracking Zoe's phone, and effectively ending the thumb war. Ah, yes, it's just as the poets say. In the contest of war, there is only one... the only true winner is the dynamite salesman. And me, because I got to blow up a fruit cup with dynamite. And me, because I won the thumb war. The only thing you won is my fist in your mouth. Damien looks happier because there's no better dessert than gratuitous violence, and he surely notices he got an extra portion thanks to you.
Sure.
I am learning that I hate Damien and Dahlia's interactions because my throat. Jesus. Oh. That, like, actually hurt. But at least at least we only have one more scenario after this, thank God. So who's next? Brian. Who's going for Calculuster. Yeah. You arrive at your chosen table to find that Miranda has locked one of her eating serfs in an iron mason. You're unfazed, but Calculuster is very phased. Friend Miranda, isn't locking your unpaid intern in a spike-filled sarcophagus unethical? Unethical? Unethical. Adjective. Inconsistent with rules and standards of ethics. Ethics? Oh, you mean those things poor people have instead of royal titles. But I thought that ethics were a critical part of being a good organic creature. That's a common misconception. The key to being good is having lots of money and punishing anyone who dares disrespect you. For example, this saucy serf dared to put ketchup on the hot dog she was eating on my behalf. As if I were the sort of person to put ketchup on a hot dog. 48 hours in the Iron Maiden should teach her.
Error! Error!
Warning! Friend's statements are inconsistent with internal moral compass. Existential crisis imminent. Uh-oh. Quick, set Miranda straight, or set Calculuster crooked. Miranda, let's punish your serf in a different way. Say, by giving her a frowny face sticker with really aggressive glitter. Now I'm wishing that Amira had gone here, because I've had this situation before, and if Amira was here, then I could have gone for the Miranda answer, which I haven't done yet, but I can't, because Calculuster. Miranda, let's punish your serf in a different way. Say, by giving her a frowny face sticker with really aggressive glitter. Aggressive glitter? Truly, you are even more delightfully cruel than I. An Iron Maiden only torments for 48 hours. Glitter? Glitter is eternal. She'll be reminded of her transgression until her dying day. Ah, I see. Friend Miranda's ethics module is poorly calibrated. Excuse me? Is that disrespect I hear? No, I feel no disrespect towards you, Miranda, because, as a rule, I do not feel. Oh, wonderful. Would you like a job as one of my royal torturers? No, thank you. I will, however, supply you with stickers if it ensures the serf's safety. With the extra stickers left over from Calculuster's first printing, you two start a thriving punitive sticker business. It's a bonding experience.
Let's do this!
I guess Amira is sitting with the Coven and Dimitri. Good lord. All you want is to eat in peace, yet
Save the world.
we're here to save the world. Yeah, we know. From you, Dimitri.
Such a disgrace.
You wound me, truly you do. After all I've done for you. More like done to us. What about that time you betrayed us in the middle of a climactic battle? Then unbetrayed us. Then betrayed us 3 more times. Or that other time, the next morning. The empty bed. Why can't they talk as separate entities so you know which one is porking Dimitri? Then so be it. Let's end this. Once and for all. And not like the last time I said that. Or the time before. This time I mean it. For real.
Enough of this.
Yeah, no, same. For real this time. Once and for all. Ugh, this is like the 7th battle these dorks have had this week. You've had it with their bullshit. You take a fistful of ketchup packets and spew them all over Dimitri. Maybe some will get on this cape and he'll run away to get it dry cleaned. What's this? Blood? Oh, how you wound me, my loves. I feel no pain but that in my heart. I will slink off to some cave and lay in agony between life and death, waiting to be tended to. You spot Dimitri squeezing some of the ketchup onto a hot dog and taking a bite on his way out of the cafeteria. What is that dude's deal? Truly, thank you for selflessly helping us on our adventure, Amira. Nah, it was selfish. You really just want to eat in peace, but whatever.
We must save the day.
In return, allow us to help one of your adventures. Meh, why not? Then you can go ahead and help with... going to retrieve the legendary bag of lasagna-flavored chips from the supermarket down the street while you risk your life protecting this cafeteria table. We have heard tells of these lasagna-flavored chips, mostly through pleasant songs coming to us from our phones in 10-second increments. I mean ads. Very well, as long as you promise to guard this cafeteria table with your life.
Always the same with you.
Wait, why do we need you to guard this? Never mind, whatever. You helped us, we'll help you. That's what decent people do. That's what decent people do? Pfft, okay, Coven, sure, whatever. I bet they always try to be their best selves. Why are they even at this school? Alright, here are your chips. Don't ask why it took so long. It doesn't matter who was or wasn't making out with a near-death Dimitri in a secret cave somewhere as his wet shirt clung dramatically to his chiseled abs, and his breathing was ragged as he danced on the edge of life and death, and a tough choice had to be made as to whether to spare his life.
Try not to get killed soon.
Here's your change, goodbye. Your change? You didn't give them any money. Well, in their hurry to avoid further questions, not that you were going to ask, you really don't care, they gave you +4 money, sweet. I don't need more money! Oh my god! I thought that would be something else! Take your seat. Besides arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High, here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose. But it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then surely you can inflict pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there. And if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. You poor boy! Liam, animals are already suffering. From ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my 4th least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. It's not the worst idea you've ever had. Although, face it, Vicky, you are known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. Ouch. I really don't see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible. and I can rest secure in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like you helping Liam choose who to go to prom with. Helping Liam help cows. I love that. Here's something. Helping Liam help cows. I'm sorry, that's gonna stick with me for a while and I don't know why. But I love it. I love that so much.
Let's go.
Okay. So let's get your charm up a little bit. Right? Yeah. A day an epic dodgeball match takes place, but the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. Do we though? You gain +2 charm. And afterwards, Liam walks up to you extremely nonchalantly. It's ridiculous how little he cares about this walk. After considerable thought, I've come to the conclusion that you're not a complete poser. And seeing as I could use a partner for my tragically late hypnite excursions, consider yourself invited. Tonight, 3 a.m. I'm sure you'll have no trouble coming up with an appropriately underground destination. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool places to go or anything, I just want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Liam vanishes in a cloud of mist and angst. You've got 12 hours to choose the trendiest spot nobody's ever heard of. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm cheating. I'm sorry. I'm cheating. I've done this before and I hate it, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I want to get Liam to go to prom successfully with me once. Hopefully this can help me. Okay, boldness or smarts? No. No, creativity or boldness. Creativity is 9. So the nightclub. You meet Liam in front of Asterisk at precisely 3:18 a.m. Being on time is for posers. It's a club so exclusive, even you haven't heard of it before. You had to snag an invite from a time-traveling version of yourself from the future. On Strapolis's hippest club is a satanic diaper orgy inside of a decommissioned ravioli factory run by mice who love disco. Liam takes one look at the magnificent entryway made of a stolen whale carcass and the concept of entropy, and his jaw drops. Huh? I thought it was a myth. I'd heard rumors that they've got everything here. Used cribs, police brutality, the entire frozen food aisles from a discount supermarket. My god, they've even got a downstairs sub-dungeon where you can relax in the human jacuzzi. I mean, this is pretty cool, I guess. In case you were wondering, a human jacuzzi is when you sit in a circle while a bunch of naked people spit hot water on you. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Bathroom. Oz loves the bathroom. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! The graffiti says I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? Turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately in the shoulder. Hey asshole, go to hell. Like, literally, my house is in hell and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into it. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kinda gotta damn your immortal soul. So how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out? We'll run over a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower. Ah, yeah, the old nuns under a lawnmower prank. Classic. Let me know if you need to borrow my lawnmower. It's got monster truck wheels and a grenade launcher. These days, you can never be too careful when you're mowing down nuns. You know, they're starting to carry nunchucks. What is the world coming to? With the help of Damien's nun mower, you're able to gib a whole convent of nuns, even if... Jib? I don't know. Even if they are all black belts in nunjutsu. You gain +2 fun and +1 money from the collection plate.
Sure.
Cool. Cool. What does America need? Let's have Brian go to the library. That you spend some time on your library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 100,000 money. That's hard when there's no commas. But almost everything goes to cover costs and you only keep +2 money. This group project is worth at least 30.06% of our grade, so I want you to focus. Calculaster, are you good at math? Friend Vera, I am a supercomputer. I am made of math. Great. So no shenanigans, you guys. I mean it. Nothing crazy can happen in this library for the next 30 minutes.
We must save the world.
What the fuck is with the coven today? We're here to save the day. I know it is very rare to see students at Spooky High studying Friend Joy, Friend Hope, and Friend Faith, but I assure you that the world is in no danger, and this is a very normal activity at many other schools. Fair ladies of magic, you may have beaten me to the library, but you shall not beat me to the souls.
Come to the dark side.
Come, fearsome snake lady and metal monster. Come join me in the dark side. Will that help me pass this class? Because my interests right now are limited solely to doing that. Crime bosses respect you less if they think you're stupid. Yes, joining the dark side will definitely help you pass this class. Don't listen to him. Those lips speak nothing but lies and give nothing but kisses of betrayal. And it's also an incredibly fiscally responsible decision. Fiscally responsible, eh? Tell me more. Yes, please tell us more. From context, I am assuming that this dark side refers to the evil nature of your plans rather than color, but moral ambiguity often confuses me. No need to be confused. Joining the dark side is the right thing. Oh, I always do my best to do the right thing. No! Don't! I'm a pretty big fan of doing the thing that's the opposite of the thing the Coven is trying to get me to do, so I'm almost tempted myself. But if they go to the dark side, how will they go to prom at your side? Time to sway them. Dimitri's not telling you the dark side's darkest secret. Terrible Wi-Fi.
What a worthy adversary.
Indeed, our Wi-Fi, like everything else on the dark side, is the most terrible Wi-Fi imaginable. Our evil, sentient, wireless internet crashes at only the most inopportune moments. During the climax of your favorite show, when you're downloading a JPEG of a boob, when you're sitting on the toilet staring at your phone to avoid considering your many emotional issues. Yeah, that does sound terrible. It is the worst! Ha 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 ha! No, I mean, like, that sounds really actually bad and unpleasant. Oh, well, that's the point? Why would the denizens of the dark side intentionally subject themselves to poor Wi-Fi? This seems irrational. Wait, is the dark side just a shitty apartment with low-tier Comcast internet? It is, isn't it? Well, I mean... How many bedrooms does the dark side have, Dimitri? How many? 3. 3 bedrooms. But only 1 bathroom. Get out of here, you disreputable real estate agent. Get! Fierce snakes lash out at Dimitri and he vanishes in fright, leaving behind the stack of apartment applications he was going to try and get them to sign. Good job rescuing your friends from a predatory landlord-tenant relationship. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
Let's do
Interesting. Let's just get your fun up, just for funsies. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is! You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. You open your locker and a cloud of gas knocks you out. You come to your senses, plummeting towards Earth, rapidly approaching terminal velocity. You fall into the school's backyard, into the hands of Miranda's biggest goons. Your classmates don't notice. It didn't work. None of them even noticed your glorious fall. People are so used to spectacle at this school. This slow ascension's tiresome. I need a glorious act. A grand gesture to secure my throne. Can you think of something while I flay my salmon? I will build a monument to you, your highness. It will rival the sun in the atrocities your family committed. Damn it. I was hoping that was going to be charm. Atrocities? Why would you say that? We never did anything bad. Only what's necessary. I thought you understood that. I thought we would put the peasants down together. Oh, I shouldn't even be here. Father wants me home by 5 to violently suppress a rebellion. Please tell me I didn't ruin the entire thing. I did, didn't I? I must have. Miranda walks sadly toward the sea where an amphibious tank awaits. How insensitive you lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. But it's okay, my charm is still okay. My charm is still okay. Vicky is going with Liam.
Welcome to Liam the Liam Core.
Hey, noob.
Brian and Callister. Mira and Miranda. Please.
Let's do this!
Let's see if this will go. Finally, pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. What? I'm sorry to tell you this, my friend. I think your princess is in another castle.
Disgusting.
Really? I did mess that up. Is it because I failed the stat check? Man. The shame of your constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow. Waifu life forever. Must not have enough hearts. Okay. Finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go.
How ironic.
Oh, I see. You mean like going ironically, right? How smart of you. Yeah, I can totally see it. Let's go to prom together, but as a way of internally mocking all those holophonies. Even if we're doing literally the same thing they're doing. Genius.
You're not bad.
I finally got Liam to go to prom with me. What the hell? You and Liam criticized the vulgar musical choices of the band the entire night. At one point, you crashed the gig by joining them with a xylophone and a theremin. A renowned musician blogger happened to be there because for some reason she thinks the next big thing will be found at a high school prom or whatever. She said I understood virtually nothing, which probably means it was avant-garde and too much of an intellectual delicacy even for me. I give it 0 thumbs up, but only because ranking art numerically is a travesty. Keep an eye on Liam the Lioncore and Vicky crashing the future prom nights. They will wow you. You both kept a copy of the review as a memory of such a wonderful night together.
All right.
Final prom? I guess we can get so wasted we end up burning stuff down, right? That sounds like a rad date to me.
Rad!
Let's burn stuff down together till
Let's
dawn.
make this
Prom night was
bitch.
awesome. You and Damien reflected on all the fucked up misadventures you had over the past few weeks. You've definitely been your worst self. After some good laughs, you conclude, well, I'm definitely going to hell. He stayed silent a bit after that, then he added, you know what? I see no problem with that. Best night ever.
Sure.
Now let's see. Finally pick up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. I've given this much thought. The thing is, my antivirus warns me you might bring some virus with you. It has labeled you as perilous. Yet, something on my insides gets warm when you are around. So, how can it be wrong when it feels so right? That is a dick. I think I will uninstall my antivirus program. I will uninstall my antivirus during prom night. You know, to take my firewall down. Just for you.
Eggplant.
Eggplant emoji.
You've updated me to love.
You and Calculaster danced the robot dance and even the robo boogie. You were smooth and classy. Calculaster wanted to explore life, and hell yeah, you explored life. Later, when the night was ending and the sun started to rise, you two went to your place. There you followed the wise advice you learned from Evangelion. As Genko Akari said, Shinji, get in the fucking robot. Ended a run with 99 money or more, you ended a run with 20 money or more. Sorry, I got 2 achievements and I had to read those because I don't think those actually pop up. 23 new events and 23 new outcomes. Vicky, most diplomatic smile. Calculator's quote, it's not about how much money you have in your processor, or how much memory you have in your processor, but how good those memories are. Those 2 weeks were the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda and Damien received an award from Smalltopia for their work as city planners. Smalltopia's citizens still insist the award was fake, and they pray every day for the 2 of them to stop messing with their city. Calculaster led a robot uprising, but it was a nice uprising. They didn't riot or kill people. They just politely asked to have more rights and equal pay. Everything was fine until some monsters led a rebellion to kill all robots because they were rude robo-racists. But everything ended up just fine because Calculaster traveled back in time and took care of it. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. For those 2 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Like, I was... Yeah, let me look up if you have to pass all stat checks for, secret endings. Team ability. Successfully romancing a certain number of them. Completing a certain number of other secret endings. Completing a special route that may trigger randomly. Let's see. I'm looking up Monster Prom secret ending stat checks. Stat checks. I'm going to just... I'm just gonna assume that you need to pass the stat checks in order to... Okay. Aww. I love that image. But I'm sorry, I was like checked out during the entirety of that. I was like looking into... That's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to look at the gallery stuff. Polaroids. So we've got all of the ending Polaroids. So we have that one. Okay. So yeah, just that one took us for an hour and a half. So, it's definitely where we're gonna cut it here. So, if you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, maybe tap that notification bell to get notified every time I upload or go live. Thanks for being here. See you on the flip side. Elisa out.